Hello everybody. Probably going to be a strange way to start the video off, but I couldn't believe, this is the second take, I should have told you this at the end. I just spent 10 minutes waffling on to realise I never even turned the camera on. So here's a good start. Look, we're getting smashed here with some severe weather. She's 40 degrees, been for the last 3 or 4 days, another 3 or 4 days of it. And I'd just like to let you know how we cope here. I know in other parts of the world you get ice, you get snow, you've got your ways that you need to cope, and I love watching your videos on how you cope. And it is, the world's a strange place, and fish adapt. It's amazing where some of these fish come from climates that, you know, that live under the snow, ice, and then we bring them here to South Australia, and here it is 40-degree days, and water temperature normally in here will get up to 30. It can get a little bit more. Got a big swampy air conditioner over there that I'm going to kick in the guts today, and that'll keep temperatures around 28. Generally all the other fish don't mind it, you can handle it, but I find once you get over 30 with the shrimp rack, we'll look at that later, you're starting to see them, starting to react a little bit different. They don't really like being over 30 degrees for days on end. So what we have got, I've brought in some fish from outside that I like. I've put in this 4-foot tank, keep an eye on them because a couple of them could be future breeders. I've got these pens here that fish got put in. I'm going to take it out there. They're like a bit of a second chance. Ones that take longer to grow. So I'll leave them in here, and then I'll take them out there into the grow out areas over there. As I said, we'll take you over there in a minute. I'm going to grab this camera. So when I grab this camera, I'm just going to hope when I look at the other side of it, it's still running. So let's have a look. Here's a nice black moor that I've kept for myself. There's a nice white Ryukin there. Now that calico there has a single tail. Now I'm going to release them into here. Now I normally don't keep single tails, but it's such a good looking fish. I'm just curious to see how it's going to grow up. It's actually a bloody good looking fish. I'm spewing. So that's a yumbow baby there. Look, right there. And a Ryukin. And then, as I said, that I'm not sure it's either an Aranda or a yumbow single tail. Bloody thing, could have been a beautiful fish. All right, then let's go for a walk. I've got to take this water with me because all this jawing and talking, I'll probably get thirsty. One thing I did do is, it's so hard for my, yes, I know we talk about glare all the time, my pepper cories in here. They've actually went off breeding a bit. It's got a bit too warm for them actually. But my big swordtails here, this one right here, beautiful looking swordtail, had a nice black belly, and I managed to get her out very quickly, and I've taken her over there and I'll show you. All my swordtails are big, and she would have dropped 50 babies for me. They drop babies in here and they get predated on and eaten. It's frustrating. I need more plants in there, but in the future, I don't know, these tanks for the fish I've got in them, maybe I need to do something a bit better. I've got rosy barbs in here. They're like goldfish. They like being in a pond area. Loads of females in there, so there'll be lots of breeding. So I'm thinking possibly they might go out into the ponds now, and I might get something else in here. I'm unsure. The bronze cories are going all right, and if you can believe it, you get the white cloud minnows in here, and you just can't tell the difference with the rosy barbs. Yeah, Mum. That's my ranchu. Come on. Feels nice and cool, that water, but if you have a look, 29 degrees this tank is, so this would be, well, this is on the ground same. They're my big black moors. That tank is 27.1. So these tanks along the bottom Hello, come on. Look at that beauty. Shit, bloody beauty. I love it in this weather too. They'll swim right up to you. These are Ryukins. Love that one there. White on one side, red on the other. Looks like a sponge filter needs cleaning. We've got the golden barbs and the golden white cloud minnows in there, and albinos, and there is yellow shrimp in there. There's some baby peppers in here, but I don't know if I'll be able to find them. They'll be zipping around in there somewhere. My super reds and my line that I'm working on, we'll discuss that at a different time, I reckon. And there's me large colony of blue Moscow and peppermint plecos, 24 karat gold girls and boys in there, and some super reds. Now I have got, he looks like he's trying to trap again. That's a marble, oh, there you go. See if we can have a look at that. That's a marble pleco. There's 5 in there. I've just taken a spawn out from them. It's the only way I find that with the plecos you get a good ratio. There's a 24 karat girl in there. She's going to drop babies soon. They'll go up into the other side and I'll put her back. We've got the stir boys, long fin plecos in there, and some orange-eyed blue tigers. I definitely got this one here and this one down here definitely need the sponge filters cleaned. We got me crimson rainbows. Look at the size of gudgeon. Gudgeons get bloody big. I've only got 4 crimson rainbow, but they've had a couple of babies. They're up the top there. Oh, the gudgeons. Oh, look at that. Look at the male. He's flaring up out the back. He hasn't got all his colours on, but oh, there's a big female there. So might be some spawning action, but yeah, look at him. Empire gudgeon. Honestly, if he flares up, they got some beautiful colours in them. Got me pandas. Only got 1 baby out of them this year. I think the other fish in there are knocking over the babies. My, there we go, me king tiger plecos are growing along beautiful. There's 4 in there and the Julii, and these look like they're all Bosmanai rainbow fish babies everywhere. Golden red tail gold snakeskin. Not having much luck. I've got adult albinos in here, but normally when you're not having luck, it's normally one of them's disruptive. There's either too many females, too many males. So I'm going to have to look into what's actually in there. I think what the problem is, I think I've got 1 female, 3 males, and that is the issue. I hope that's not, oh no, I thought it was dead there. Alright, there's my paradise fish. They have had a spawn. I never got them out quick enough and they ate their babies. First time I've spawned them. I do know they eat babies now. Right. Come on. I've said it on a few videos. If you want fish for your kids, seriously, Oranda goldfish are the most interactive out of all the fish. They are so friendly, beautiful. Sometimes if you're here, they'll just swim up in my hand and I'll pick them up. Beautiful. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but there is rice fish babies in these. Too hard to see. Rice fish babies are tiny when they're born. So we've got tigers, platinums, the golden. Now this lot here are 24 karat babies that I segregated off, guppies. And there's a colony of cherry shrimp in there. And these are red-tailed gold snakeskin babies, separated off. And these are two good-looking male guppies that I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. That's a beautiful blue one, that one there. I've got to find a match for that one. Where are we going to now? Oh, there is a load of, once again, you're not going to be a rainbow fisher, very slow growing and very small babies in there, but there's rainbow fish babies in there. I think we've done enough. There's cherry black shrimp in there. I'll have to get some other fish to put in there yet. I haven't got anything for there yet, but it'll probably get filled up with babies. This is giant Danio mop. There is cory cats all growing out in here. They would be all hiding in behind there. Oh, there they go. Not a lot in here. They're pretty empty because the Blackmore babies were in here and I've just taken them out to I'll get a torch to go outside, which I'm going to release them in a minute, and I'll bring you with me for that job. So basically all the fish now have been taken out. We've got marble plecos getting up to just over 3 centimetres now. Oh, flat battery. Common pleco babies, only about 1.5 centimetres. And yeah, as I said, all the fry from the goldfish have been taken out. I do have a heap of fry in this one I'll have to do something with. In under there, you might be able to see them, there's marble plecos. These ones here are about 2 centimetres now, common plecos. What do we got? And down in here, as you can see, we got a heap of fancy goldfish babies, different sizes. Different sizes in here too. Sometimes I forget about these. They stay in there for months and months and months, and then I dig around and think, oh, I better see what's in there, and then I get them out as they get older. Talk about this another day, but just quietly, this is how I run the system. Solar panels and big battery banks, inverters. They run the air pump up there and all the sumps and all that. We can talk about that at a different time if you want to whack it in the comments, if you want to know a bit more about my solar and batteries and the way it runs. We'll do a tour on that. Yumbow goldfish, pretty friendly as well. Been good breeders. I have lost 2 females this year due to just them chasing them to death if you don't get the females out quick enough. No luck this year with my butterfly telescope. The mops are in, the temperatures are up there, they're fed well, bloodworms, water conditions great. Don't know, they're just not giving up. I can't, surely I've sexed them myself and there's males and females in there. My pearl scales, and there's some giant Danios running with the pearl scales. Bit of a different combination, but they get along all right. Well, we might as well just zip through here while we can. I don't know how close I can get because of the glare. Crystal blacks. Shrimp. Nice crystal reds. Heaps of babies. Orange-eyed blue tiger seem to be pretty popular when people come out to buy. Cherry blacks. Another popular one. Gold and yellows. It's funny, the gold and yellows are a dearer shrimp here, but I actually prefer the yellow one that I have, which is only about $3. These are about 6 or 7. It's only about $3. The other one, orange. I'm not sure about the orange colony I got. Bit dodgy, not sure. I'm pretty sure my tangerine tigers have died off. My red cherries have had more babies, red cherries in here. There's a couple of longfin Danios and that in here because there's not left in there anything. Where can we go? Crystal black shrimp, if you can see them back there. Having tanks down the bottom when you're over 60 and got a crook back doesn't help. crystal reds. Where are we? Right, where are you? There, I guarantee it. There we go, there's blue shrimp in there, and these are yellow, and there's one swordtail I have to get out of in there, but do you think I can? It's that bloody quick. There's the yellows. Now these are two strains of guppies that have been crossed I'm working with. I'll let them grow up, then I'll get them out, put them in a viewing tank, and I'll start selecting for future breeding projects. I've had trouble with this tank, and I want to put some other fish in here. So because I've got so many guppies, I've put some guppies in here as a bit of sacrificial lamb. If they last a few days, I'll be happy. These are my panda orandas, really colouring up nice, really going well. I think just about all of them will either be a tricolour or a panda. Absolutely fantastic. And this is, I was talking about earlier about the female swordtail that I took out and put in here. Honestly, when they drop babies, they drop babies. And there must have been just enough cover with the guppy grass, because the mum was a koi, but most of them look like tuxedos, I think. I'll let them grow. Once again, have a look at that boy there. Is he a stunner? He's in there with two. They were virgin 24 carat girls. So let's see what we get here. If we get a little bit of green out of it or not. Yeah, he's a stunner. My cross colony here have dropped babies everywhere in there. Same in there, they've just dropped them everywhere. As I said, I get them out, put them in a viewing tank and see what I get to see if I can work with them. A couple of golden Danio babies, young ones. They're only about 1 centimetre, and man are they quick. We got some Oranda goldfish fry in here. Oop, you can just see them. And some of the plants that I had up top are suffering from the heat from the roof. And have a look at these plants at the moment. They are absolutely flying with the heat. I think I mentioned it in the last video and that. I watch, look at that. I've thrown some food over to the fish and it's actually got stuck in the leaf. I've mentioned about Queensland people. Like, I think it's that Adrian that goes on, he's got his own channel now, AB I think it is. You know, the plants that they can grow because of the humidity and the heat that they get. It's harder for us, but summertime, absolutely flying some of these plants now. Absolutely looking really nice. And that's how you keep your water clean, people. Get plants in there, get pothos, get synoniums, get philodendrons, get, oh, you name it. There's so many that you can use, really is. Nice Swiss cheese going along there. So, all right, we'll go for a little walk. Oh, here we are. We're out at the rice fish now, the Madaka rice fish. They're my black ones. And I'm pretty... We've got plecos in here, and we've got plecos in this one, but can't remember what sort they are. They both look dark at the moment. So one was a marble and one was a common. The guppy grass, yeah, it's going alright. It appears like it dies sometimes and it kicks back on. And these are my tiger Madaka, and I've got a massive big ball of Java moss in there, which is probably 10 times as big as when I put it in there. And there's no babies in those mops already. Little scrubs, I've checked. Here we go for the platinums. Now this is my Nadu plant I keep banging on about. Look people, have a look how crystal clear that water is in here, and then when you have a look here, it just keeps the water so clean and clear. It is beautiful. So yeah, that's my platinums in there, and these are my golden Madaka in here. yeah, and I take the babies, get them off the scrub. Some little, I know there's young in here zipping around. Sometimes they lay in there away from the scrubs and that, so there's all sorts of stuff happening. I love these ones where they get good plant coverage, and it makes it nice and cool, even 40-degree days, and you still stick your hands in there and it's still nice and cool underneath. Look, I'll go for a little walk over the other side now. I've attempted to make this video, I don't know. I got an update on my phone last night and it said it's going to make your phone more stable. Well, I'll tell you what, I've attempted about 4 or 5 times to make this video, and halfway through it just flips out of the camera. So tell you what, Google, get your act together. So I'll have to just keep an eye on it. Now here, these tubs haven't been a big success. I've lost some fish in there. That was my fault. The stress coat was out of date. There's frog bit, there's water lettuce, everything's got vow in it. That's red root floater, that's Salvinia minima in here. And yes, in South Australia, I know it's illegal, but I've been attempting to get it out of all my things and throw it to the chooks, but it keeps growing. All right, I don't know if I'm going to put air on them. I wasn't going to, but there is an air line there. I'm thinking about it, but I think the mistake I made, I set them up too late into summer. They should have been set up late winter coming into spring, so those plants really kicked into gear. We're going into here, heaps of the babies that I talked about that I bring in from the shed. They're out now to grow. Loads of Aranda babies will have to be taken out of there and dropped into these big tubs. We've got loads more down here growing out. Now this is a mystery. This is I always plan have a guppy, muck guppy tank, you know, hundreds of different guppies, and you know, just sell them for $1 each, you know, for people to come out. Well, I had sunset variatus platies in there too, and I don't know what's going on. It just cannot kick into gear. It's been here for a couple of years. Something's knocking them over, whether it's frogs, lizards. I mean, we do have the odd goanna around here that likes to go swimming. But I had a yabby in here. I had to get rid of that. I'll take it over to my pond over the other side, so that can live there under the plants. I had an axolotl in here. It was huge. It was my granddaughter's, so I had to drop that axolotl in the bottom of here, and because the volume of water, it probably won't be able to catch any fish. We have baby swordtails in here. We have swordtail platy crosses in here. We have baby fry fancy goldfish in here. Can't see them because they're only a week old. Hundreds got put in here this morning. You're not going to see them because they're only a week old. And a heap of next size up. They were second chance ones. They weren't forming real well or growing fast, so I put them out here about 6 months ago, and now they're not very big. They're only about 2 centimeters, but there's some in there a lot bigger. So yeah, it's something for that. Just put them out there and give them a chance. That's why all in this green water there is loads and loads of ones that I didn't call perfect, or they need a second chance, and they get put in here, and then I scoop around after 12 months, 6 months, and gee, you'd be surprised how good a fish they end up. So that's what you got to do. Nothing in here waiting for baby fry. Look at them. That's comets, shabumpkins and everything in there. Ain't my only single tails I have really that I brought. Well, a couple of big ones went through there. There's that plant, the Nadu plant, like I've got over the other side. Look, see, you can see the size of that one. You know, that's a good size. That's sellable. And we've got fantails, black moor colony in there. They've got to go in with the big black moors. Now, I was having so much trouble with green water in here. So what I've done is I ended up covering it over with this, and I dropped some wood in there that I want for future projects. And what it's done is release the tannins, and the tannins help a little bit more acidic, and it dropped the algae off. Algae, whichever way you want to say it, wherever you come from. And I'll tell you what, it's much better looking at it. you know, it's still good healthy water. I keep checking that pH levels are fine. You see the fish now. I might even drop a little bit of wood in there. It's just, you know, just a little bit of wood. That tannins come out, gives it a little bit of a tea look. Yeah, so there you go. That's nearly the end of my video. As I said, I've attempted to make this video so many bloody times, but I've had problems. So let's just hope my update isn't going to be a problem. Now, the last thing I wanted to show everybody, everybody's concerned when they talk about heat here, and I said I have a big air conditioner. I'll just take that off my number plate now. Now we're not coming back that way. Yeah, so I have this huge big air conditioner, and I can turn it on, and what it does, which I'll turn it on now. Oh. So what it does, it actually flows around, and it comes around here, and it goes down there like a gully. It'll help take a bit of temperature off those batteries too, and then gets to the back of the shrimp tank. I don't want the temperature to drop off too badly with it, because if it does, then my spawning will slow down. So, oh, my thumb's in the way. Alright then, this is Jeff from Goldfish with Ghost Aquarium saying goodbye for this week. Oh, the air conditioner just kicked in. You can hear it thumping away, and the leaves will start moving now. But that'll keep the heat down. Yeah, so remember to subscribe, share, like, comment. I love the comments. I mean, since I got a cook back, they've put me day work, but when I was doing night shift, it was fantastic. 2, 3 in the morning messaging people from all around the world, talking. It was really great. So please remember to do all those things, and stay cool if you're in Australia. If not, anywhere else around the world, I love all your comments. I love you being a part of this YouTube channel, and I'll see you next week.